everybody wants to be an aesthetic. I don't understand everybody's desire to place a label on themselves. I just don't get it. Why do you want to fit into a box so bad? In trying to conform with what I felt like other people wanted to see, I lost me.
But we could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want.
Hey guys, how are you? Oh, sorry. Okay. Whew. Okay. I made myself a second cup of coffee. This is my mug that I got from the other vlog about I don't like making plans. I love them so much. Anyway, we're about to talk about fashion and the state of fashion, why I feel like fashion is not necessarily as fun as it used to be and I wish it could be. That's what we're about to get into as I do my makeup, because I'm going out. This is me and my husband's date night. And so I'm getting ready to go out for date night. Not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm gonna do my simple makeup that I do all the time and just keep it real basic. But I may or may not try the new Jaclyn Hill, well, new to me, Jaclyn Hill products that I recently ordered. Let's get started. This mirror is perfect. I love this mirror. I got it in my Kiss PR. The Falscara one. Anyway, I made myself notes because I needed to make sure I stayed on track, because this is a subject I could really like go off on a tangent with. I need a pillow for under my tushy. We're gonna use my YouTube Shorts pillow. Oh yeah, that's really where I need to be. Okay, I feel like I need something under my, there we go. All right, so what's interesting is I feel like I got a firsthand lesson on all the points that I'm gonna be discussing as I was trying to film this video the first time, because I had a completely different plan on how I even wanted to film this, and it was not working out. So here's the thing. I feel like in fashion today, there is such a desire to look alike. That desire actually comes from a fear of standing out, okay? Now, I know that's not the case for everyone. However, even the people who I feel like truly love fashion to their core, it takes a certain level of confidence to be able to wear what you want to wear and not even consider what the outside world is doing at all. Now, I feel like I got this lesson firsthand when I first tried to film this video, because here's the thing. When I first tried to film this video, which, you know, you guys were supposed to get this video last week and you didn't, and this is why. I was having such a hard time filming this video because I had it in my mind that I wanted to film it a certain way. And the way that I wanted to film it was in a way that I felt like would be more digestible to you guys based on how I had seen other people filming these types of videos. And I just felt like, you know, I wanted to style up a bunch of outfits while, you know, talking about this. But the thing is, when it came down to me trying to style the outfits for the video and try to like talk about this and just put it together, it was not coming together in my mind. Not only that, when I was trying to style up the outfits and I was trying to hit two different like points, because I wanted to also do a finding your color palette incorporated into the video, because I recently did that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And it was not giving at all. And the thing is I was trying to put together the outfits for the video by following this color pattern that it said, okay, this is your color palette based on these things. And it just like made me feel like I was in fashion prison. I tried so hard to put these outfits together, and it just was not working out. I was scared. I was like, did I lose my fashion touch? Have I not filmed a fashion video in so long that I just don't know how to put outfits together anymore? And the thing is, I realized the reason the video wasn't coming together was because I was trying to do it like somebody else instead of just doing it how I felt in my spirit to do it at that time. And so I like sat on it and I was like really discouraged initially because I'm like, dang, I know that I was supposed to be changing the direction of my content and like shifting it, that's what God told me to do. But dang, did he take my gift of fashion and styling with it? Like, I'm gonna make sure she don't, get off track and she stays focused. But what it was a reminder of is he did not call me to blend in with everybody else. He called me to be set apart. And when it comes to fashion is something that I have always been set apart in. So looking at the state of fashion right now, one of the things that I noticed is, even with myself, it's a very easy thing to fall into. People are more concerned with fitting in than they are standing out. It's like, even when it comes to content creation, I noticed that. And I've fallen into this myself many times, and I still am working through it, trying to navigate and figure out how I want to do things. But it's like this thing where everybody feels like their stuff needs to look the same in order for it to be successful. And I do feel like with fashion, there is that underlying desire to kind of fit in with what's trending and what's going on, because you feel like you're not going to be successful, or you're not going to, be accepted if you don't look like everybody else. I noticed that even on down to how I wanted to initially film this video, I was literally learning that principle on the spot. This kind of brings me to my first point, but like section, you know how you have the first point section, A, B, C. Okay, so the first point was everybody wants to look alike. The point 1 section A is, it's like, for fear of standing out. Point 1 section B, I feel like, is everybody wants to be an aesthetic. And this is something that I just do not get. And I wrote an entire blog post about aesthetics and why I hate them. So I'll link that down below if you guys are interested. But by the way, Anastasia Brow pomade. Now, I have had a dry patch on my skin right here. This kind of happens every now and again, especially in the winter when it gets dry. And this Ultra Facial Overnight Hydrating Mask from Kiehl's, it's like so thick. It's like so thick. And what I do when I experience dry patches is I take a little bit of that and I rub it into the dry patch to moisturize it and make just like my skin smooth in that area, my makeup go on a little bit better. So I had that dry patch was really bad yesterday, so I had to put that on. Now we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty. I use the concealers in just 2 different shades to highlight and like bronze myself up a bit, but that's what we're doing next. And I don't really wear foundation because I just don't really feel like I need that. Not only that, for me, foundation is a commitment. And I just cannot commit to not being able to freely touch my face without messing it up. So I don't really do like foundation like that. I just use concealer to conceal everywhere that I need. And I do, concealer is on a significant amount. Like I do here, a little bit of here and here. But yeah, all in all, I just kind of like blend it out so that it's very, very, very light coverage and not super full coverage. I only do like, shoot, I can't even remember. Even when I'm going out for real, I'm so sidetracked, but I just want to say this. Even when I'm going out for real, I do not do a full face of makeup. Like I might do eyeshadow and liner and all of that still, but I do not do like full foundation and all of that. So this is like my go-to all the time makeup look. So anyways, yeah, aesthetics. I have seen so many different aesthetics in the last 2 years that I'm so, if I hear another aesthetic, now we're on the mob wife aesthetic, whatever, and apparently that's just adding a fur coat and like maybe a baseball cap. I love a fur coat, love a baseball cap, love the look, but I don't love the fact that it's called mob wife aesthetic. Like, why does it have to be called anything? I don't understand everybody's desire to place a label on themselves. I just don't get it. Like, why do you want to fit into a box so bad? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I miss the days where people were just who they were and they did not feel a need to put a label on it. You don't need to put a label on it. You just be who you are. Just be who you are, that's it. So that to me, I think is affecting fashion and the direction that it's going. Point number two, I feel like viral products and viral trends, AKA my wife aesthetic, is affecting the fashion industry. It does have a role in the trend cycle. And, you know, this can be a good or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. Now, I mean, I get that trends are fun. I participate in trends. I love seeing new, inventive, creative ways, innovative ways to express yourself through fashion. However, I do feel like sometimes with all of the different viral trends and viral products, it can really convince you that you need things that you don't even really like. To me, that's a problem, because being convinced that you need things that you don't really like, I think is a large contributing factor to why we have so much waste in the fashion industry, because you're buying things you don't actually really like. It's like not even really your vibe. It's not even really your aesthetic, but you've seen 10,000 TikToks at this point, you know, a million YouTube videos at this point that are telling you these are the trends that are in for 2024. These are the trends that are in for 2023, like whatever. And I do feel like it's like shock therapy. Fashion very much runs like shock therapy. It's like when you first see it, it's shocking and you think to yourself, I absolutely would never. But then you see it enough that the shock factor, the shock value is gone. And now you're looking at it like, well, you know what? That actually might be kind of cute. Let me try it out. And then you try it out, you enjoy wearing it for the span of the time that it's popular. But because it didn't actually fit your natural vibe, your natural aesthetic, as soon as that trend is done, baby, so are you with it, okay? You don't want to have anything to do with that trend anymore because it really wasn't your vibe to begin with. And I think that is a problem, because that does majorly contribute to waste in the fashion industry and the trend cycle. I mean, because here's the thing. If everybody is really wearing the things that, I'm sorry, hold on, let me adjust myself. If everybody is really wearing the things that they love and the things that is their vibe, like for real, you're not getting over it after 2 months and on to the next thing. Because I'm sorry, Jillian loves leather. Jillian loves fur. Jillian is all about silk pieces. And as long as Jillian is alive and getting dressed and doing fashion, this is what Jillian's gonna like. I don't care if it's a trend or not. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I have pieces that I have had for the last 10 years, 15 years even. I still have them because I love them. And when I do my closet clear out, I talk about this a lot, which is why you guys don't see. I wonder, like, I really want to try this out, but like I'm kind of scared because I don't know. It's pretty, but like, okay, it's like move with caution, you know? And this is the Jaclyn Hill Va Va Boom highlighter, and the business is closing, so get it while you can get it. I think I paid like $9.50 for it, but pretty, love it. Where was I at? Okay, Lord, I feel like I've lost my train of thought. So I talk about this all the time. I talk about the fact that when I do my closet clear outs, you don't really see me do a ton of closet clear out videos. I'm not one of those people who do like closet clear outs every single season. And the reason I don't do that is because I archive a lot of pieces. And what that means is, for those of you who are not familiar, is I go through my closet and anything that I feel like I still love, but I just am not gonna really utilize it this season, I pack it away and I archive it. I keep it packed away until I'm ready to revisit it again. And I will do that sometimes for a couple years. And then, of course, inevitably trend cycles cycle back around again, or I'm like ready to try something new and I revisit what was old for me. What's old is new again. And I realized, like, dang, I'm so glad I still have this piece because now I'm feeling it again, you know? And so instead of being one of those people who I just get rid of every single thing every single season, and then, you know, in 2 or 3 years when I'm sick of everything and I want to revisit some old trends again, I'm not going out there and buying a bunch of new stuff and contributing to more waste. I'm pulling from what I already had, what I've already packed away, because I still like it. You know, it's like, I still like it. This is the Armani number 51 Luminous Silk Glow Blush. It has like a pinky hue to it. I just want to kind of like mix it in. And Yeah, I really like the way that looks. I'm like, you know, revisiting the stuff that I already have. I'm not adding to fashion waste. I'm not being wasteful. So that's just one of those things that I notice happens a lot with fashion, is people cycle through things so much. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette, and these are the like different highlighters it has. I'm gonna use this just to highlight a little bit. That's just kind of like what I feel happens in fashion a lot. I just feel like the viral trends and the products and everything, it just contributes to waste. That was long-winded, but point number 3. Creativity is an exercise. And I learned this again when I was trying to film this video, because I noticed that I don't play around and get like play dress up and do all of those things like I used to, mainly because my closet is so packed. It's just not like one of those things where I can easily get to my stuff to play around and play in outfits and all of that. Like everything is like stacked like Jenga blocks in my closet. So if I pull one thing out, everything is liable to come toppling out, you know, from under it. So I got to be really strategic and careful about how I store things and how I pull it out. So with that being said, I don't play around and do outfits and stuff like that and just listen to music like I used to. So I do find that creativity is an exercise. It is something you practice at, just like an artist practices the art of painting, the skill of painting. So is it with fashion. Like you get better and better with time, with drawing and sketching. The more you practice, the better you get, the more details your picture has, the more your picture comes alive. And I just feel like fashion is an exercise. And if you really love fashion, if you're into fashion, then you practice, you know? I think when you start to practice and you exercise your creativity, you create your style, like your style comes together. And so I see a lot of videos about personal style, and it's not often that one of the things that I see as advice is to play dress up, practice. Like practice is really the key to developing your personal style, and practicing often, because the more you practice and try on outfits and just put things together, the more you realize what it is that you even like or don't like. That's just how it works with anything. You have to practice to get good at it. And as you practice, you drop the things that you don't like, you pick up more of the things that you do. So creativity is an exercise. If you're one of those people where you're like, these are just clothes that go on my body, like, listen, I just keep it simple, then you're gonna have an outfit template, an outfit formula that you pretty much stick to for the whole of your life, and you might alter it every now and again, very rarely, but that's okay too. If your aesthetic is simple, if you just like simple things, you like functional, you like clean, you like neat, or you like comfortable, edgy, whatever it is that you like, if that is what you like, don't feel pressured by this industry, by social media, by any of these people telling you that you need to do this. Don't feel pressure to change your vibe. Baby, your vibe is your vibe. Keep it. You don't need to change it. I feel very strongly about this. This leads me to point number 4. I feel like when it comes to fashion, people don't want to make mistakes. And I think that goes along with the whole thing of practicing. Like, you know, people don't want to go out and be made fun of because maybe their outfit isn't like something that they're used to seeing or something that's trending. But listen, fashion is a what do I want to, it's, when I look back on some of the outfits that I used to wear, like, baby girl, what were you thinking? Like, really, Jillian, what were you thinking? Like that, I really think that to myself, but at the time, I was loving it. And that's what I can appreciate about any of my outfit pictures from like back in the day. I'll insert, I don't have a lot of pictures from like way back in the day, because, you know, like social media was not popping like that back when, you know, fashion was my thing. You know, fashion still is my thing, but I'm just saying, like, back when I was fresh in fashion and I was really experimental, but I feel like I'm kind of experimental now. I digress. You get what I mean? Like, taking pictures wasn't always the move. Like, back in the day, we lived in the moment, and that outfit was for the people who saw me that day. And there are a lot of outfits that never saw the light of day. You know, they saw the people I was around for that day, and that was it. And that's another thing. Like, I'm noticing, like, some of my best outfits never even make it to Instagram. Like, as a matter of fact, when we get done with this, I'm gonna show you the outfit I wore to work on Thursday. I loved it, but I never stopped to take a photo of it. And I think that's the thing that is missing, because now so much so we are so conditioned that if social media didn't see it, it didn't happen. But babes, it happened. Like, it happened. The outfit happened. And I do find that I love, like, there's certain outfits I love so much that just never even saw the light of day. That's the thing. Like, you have to be okay with the fact that social media might never see it. You might put together the best outfit of all time and social media may never see it, and that's okay. I put together some of my best work and social media never sees it. I'm okay with that, because fashion is genuinely something that makes me happy. It's a genuine form of self-expression for me. I don't do it for the gram. I don't do it for the tube. I don't do it for the talk. I don't do it for the gram, tube, or talk. So my real life, when you see me in outfits on social media, like, that is real life. I really wear these things. This is not just something I'm putting on to take a picture. Like, if you see an outfit, I probably really went out to dinner like that. Or I probably really went to the store like that. Or I probably went out to lunch for real like that. Like, all of my outfits on social media, unless it's something where I'm in my house and it's clear that I'm just like doing a try on, or I'm showing multiple outfits for the sake of a video. If I'm outside, I probably really wore that. And even the videos that I do where I'm putting together a bunch of outfits, and this is what I'm learning to do even more often, like, instead of trying to put together outfits that I think are going to look good on social media, I really try to only put together outfits that I will really wear. I'm a mom, I am a grandmother, I have a regular 9-to-5 job. I go to work 2 days a week. I work from home 3 days a week. I go out and hang out with my kids and my husband on the weekend. Like, that's my real life. I'm not at Fashion Week every single day of the year, every single week. Like, I don't do Fashion Month. I don't do Fashion Week. Not yet. Maybe one day. We'll see. But for the most part, like, my life is normal just like yours. So I'm tired of trying to, in my mind, put together outfits that belong at Fashion Week, when the reality of the situation, babes, the reality of the situation is I don't do anything. I don't do anything. I look like this. The majority of like the week I look like, when I work from home, I look like this. I work from home today. And I have on my pajama top, I have on sweats, I have on a robe. And my hair is still up in its pineapple. Like, and no makeup. Like, the way we started this video, baby, that's how I look 3 days a week. And then sometimes 1 day a week on the weekend, if I don't go anywhere. And that's just real life. I don't get dressed to the nines every single day. So that, just all that to say that experiment and wear outfits and mess up. Who cares? Okay, it's a look, it's a day. You can take it off and try again the next day. Like, don't be afraid to wear things out that might be a risk. Wear it out and really see how you feel. Because I do feel like our outward style is an expression of what's going on inwards. And I just had this thought, I had to write it down. But I had this thought just a couple days ago that when I look at somebody, I'm like, when they put together an outfit or it's very interesting and unique, because that's the way that I am and that's the way that I think, I look at them and I think, I really like the way that you think. And I can tell the way that somebody thinks just by how they put an outfit together. Because I'm like, I see where you were going with that. I really like the way that you think. And it's so interesting because when I thought that to myself, like, oh, I really like the way that they think, it let me know, wow, how much of what we present shows a lot about what we think. Now, here's the crazy part about it. If you're presenting something that isn't actually what you think, well, then even in the way that you think, it's not really authentic. Like, in the way that you're thinking, how do I want to say this? In the way that you're thinking, you're masking. Because if the way that you present is not actually the way that you think, it's not actually what you like, it's not actually what you do, then why are you even lying to yourself? That points to a deeper issue, because there is a lie that you're telling yourself somewhere in your mind if the way that you present is not really what you think. So when I see somebody who truly presents the way that they think, it's intriguing to me and I love it. Even if I would never wear that, you like it, I love it. It doesn't have to be something that I would personally wear. And so I just feel like more people should get back to presenting the way that they think, because that's how you find your tribe. That's how you find your people. The people who are for you are gonna love it, you know? And even if the people that love it wouldn't exactly wear it, everybody is entitled to be different. I think that a friend group or your circle or the people around you should be very diverse in the way that they think, because who wants to be around a bunch of clones? That's just so boring and not it. It's not it. I don't want to be around a bunch of people who think like me. Like that's boring. So anyways, I think I'm done with, yeah, this is the complete makeup look. But let's get to my last and final point, which is I think that more people are concerned with how they are perceived than who they really are. That's a problem, because who cares what other people think? Who cares how other people perceive you? Like, really, I'm trying to think about this, and I can say this because I went through a phase where I really cared. And the phase that I went to where I really cared is when I started to see my creativity being robbed from me, because I was trying to conform to what I felt like other people wanted to see. In trying to conform with what I felt like other people wanted to see, I lost me. And you never, ever, 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 ever want to lose you. So I think that at the end of the day, fashion will become fun again. The fashion environment, the fashion world will become healthy again when people stop worrying about all of these other things and they just get back to being who they are and just letting it be that. So now I'm gonna hop off my soapbox. I'm going to, I think I'm gonna go ahead and like take my hair down and do that, and then we'll get into some outfits. But yeah, that is my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope that when I edit this, it is not so long. Okay, so as promised, I'm gonna show you guys the outfit I wore last week. And I'm so sad I didn't get a photo in this because I love this outfit. I love the monochromatic look. But this is what the outfit was. And it was pouring, raining. I'm gonna see if I can get these on without doing too much. These are my Common Project black shoes with the gold writing. I love these. I need to get them in white for real. But it was pouring, raining on Thursday, like when I wore this outfit. So it was actually perfect. I'm not even gonna tie the shoes, so I'm not wearing it. But this was the look, and never saw the internet, never saw the light of day. But I love it. I think it's super cute. I am thinking I'm gonna wear the bodysuit tonight, but I'm gonna change all the other layers. So let's try on another outfit and see if that's gonna be the confirmed outfit for date night. Okay, this is the outfit. I have on these Levi's that I thrifted from the men's. Actually, they have a little bit of stretch, but they're kind of like a boot cut. These mango ankle boots that you guys have seen before. I decided to switch my bodysuit to the H&M like olive turtleneck one that has thumb holes, just to give a little some extra. And then this jacket, which you guys have seen. I actually made this in another vlog during Vlogmas. And then for fragrance, we're gonna mix Woody Peony and Aquatic Vanilla. This is from Dossier. Aquatic Vanilla is definitely the move. Last time I tried to find Woody Peony, it wasn't on there. I don't know if like they're not making this one anymore, but that's like the combo I've been wearing solidly for the last like 2 months. And then bags. I am doing this bag right here, which I thrifted this bag, and this is a chain that I got from Amazon. You guys see me wear this one on my pants a lot. I also have the gold one that I wear on my pants a lot, but this belt that I thrifted, which is from Streets Ahead, is two-tone. It has gold and silver, so the whole kind of look ties in with the silver. And this is my date night look. So my husband should be here like any second. I'm not 100% sure exactly when he's getting here, but he should be here any second. So I'm gonna wait for him, kind of straighten up a little bit from my get ready with me mess and filming, and maybe I'll take you guys to dinner with me. Okay, so I had to change my outfit because it was cold, so I put on the puffer and sneakers. but it's still the same outfit, so more or less. Now we're going to have teppanyaki, and so we're gonna have teppanyaki at this place that is really good over here, and we actually haven't had this in a minute, so it should be fun. And also these kind of places are always fun to vlog because they put on a show when they're cooking your food.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us know how to go? We only got this life, no guarantees and stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. I didn't by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the stars above to let us know how to go? I'm really on fire tonight, can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now, ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way too loud, and if you don't like the sound, you could just tune it out. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team better win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team better win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Telling you that I might never go to sleep still.
My gosh, that was quite an experience. Hold on, I have many thoughts, but I don't want to get copywritten. Okay, so basically our teppanyaki chef was like so sassy, first of all. And I just was not really feeling his vibe. And like normally we get really good people, but his was a little, I don't know, weird. And then the people that we were sitting at the table with, it was just like overall such a really weird experience. And honestly, like one of the first ones I've ever had in person. Good afternoon. Did I hit park assist? Let's not do that. I don't know how I got there. I am on the way to try to find my daughter a chest to go into her room to hold her toys because it just looks like a disaster in there. And then I am gonna hang out with my grandson for a little bit. Just kind of like hang out with him so she can get some time to herself. But I'm gonna hang out with him at my mom's house because I'll just like kill two birds with one stone, hang out with the parents and my grandson. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna do a little bit later because I have to register for school today, or do my best. I don't know if I'm a little bit late, but I gotta try to get registered for school today. I have just so much I need to do, but I figured I would pick you guys up because I'm hitting the thrift store to try to see if I can find a chest there before I like go the retail route. My energy is so low today. I did not go to bed until like 3:30 in the morning, maybe. I woke up so late. I've just gotten such a late start to this day. So anyways, that was what I get for having a second cup of coffee yesterday. Listen, I'm never doing that again. Well, never say never, but it's like one of those things I'm gonna keep it in mind. So that is the update. All right, so I just arrived at the thrift. All of a sudden I got a little excited. I just love the thrift store. I don't have anything on my list, to be honest. You guys know me, vibes only. If it's a unique piece, I'm very strict with myself these days, but I am gonna see what they have in here. I really hope I can find a chest or something, like one of those antique metal or steel chests. Like I used to see them all the time, but I just don't see them that much anymore. I don't know why. Probably because I'm looking for it. But also it like seems a little crowded in here, so that's a little bit concerning because I don't really feel like fighting through crowds, but let's see what's up. Time. So I got two separate orders actually, because one was for my son and my daughter, one was for me. The one that was for me is I got this bracelet. It's 24 karat. Hold on, let me take this. Hold on. No. Okay. I actually have this bracelet in lavender, which I also thrifted. And so I immediately recognized when I saw it. It's 24 karat gold plated, but this part right here is actual like snakeskin. And so I want to stack this with the purple one that I already have. And these are actually pretty pricey. I want to say when I Googled it, it was like a $300 or $400 bracelet. So I got that. And then I also got this belt with all of these studs. It's actually real leather. And I just think it's so cool. I don't have a ton of belts with silver hardware. And then for the jeans, I lost a lot of weight recently, as you guys know. So none of my Levi's really fit tight anymore. So I got these, which I'm hoping fit tight because these are a 34. And I don't know the number for these because it doesn't say, but I'm going to try them on. I like the fact that they're more of a boot cut. They're still, I believe, like going to be a high rise. So that's cool. And then I got these 550s, which are my favorite, but I just sized down on them. So hopefully those fit tight as well. And then these are the size that I would normally get, but they're black 550s, and I really like the fact that they were black. I like the fit, so I am getting those because I wanted, like, I know exactly how those are gonna fit. For my daughter, I got this cute little Forever 21 cropped flannel, but it's like brand new, and this is perfect for her. She loves this kind of stuff. And then I got 2 pair of like skinny jeans for my son because that is very much his vibe. So that was the haul. That's all I got from the thrift. Maybe $50. So I have like another, I have about 45 minutes before I need to watch my grandson. So I'm gonna head towards that way, but I'm kind of hungry. So I have still so much of my food left from last night, but I didn't bring it with me. So I don't have that to eat, but I do want to get like a snack or something really healthy. I have been really having to watch what I eat. I don't know what's going on with the food lately, but I just feel like my stomach is reacting so badly to processed foods and just like certain things. And I'm just having to be so mindful because it's making me like so sick when I eat like the wrong thing. So being very mindful about that, but I want to get something that is fairly healthy because I'm starting to also realize that if it's something that's terrible, oh, I'm gonna get sick. So all that I see around here is stuff that's terrible. So I'm a little torn. Anyway, I gotta get to my mom's house because I gotta get to work on like some other stuff that's very important. Good morning. So today we're gonna try on the pants that I got yesterday because you guys didn't get a chance to see them because I underestimated and I need my pants to be smaller. These are still like a little bit more baggy, so I'm gonna try them on again, look in the mirror, kind of see what I feel, but I think I'm gonna end up returning like 1 or 2 of them to go get a smaller size. I think I'm gonna have to size down like maybe 2 sizes, so we'll see. Okay, so these are the 550s in the size 35. I tried these on briefly yesterday and they're just too big. I want them like really, really tight. Okay, so you guys can see. And they have like a bit of room, which I don't mind this room right here, but I just feel like all right, these next ones, they don't say what they are, so I don't know, but these are a size smaller than those, but they still, to me, fit the same. So I don't know. These are cute too, but I was looking for something tighter. I feel like these are very similar to the other ones. Which ones were more? I think these were more than those. And then these I'm definitely keeping because I got these to be like a baggy fit, but in black, because I wear my Calvin Klein ones so much and I love 550. So to be able to find these in black, I was like, let me just snatch those up. Let's see how these fit. And these are good. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping these. These are exactly what I wanted. I knew they would fit this way. This is the outfit. I haven't worn these in a while, so I wanted to put these on. My sneakers. It is pouring raining outside, so my original outfit that I had planned, I had to ditch it. And then I'm wearing my Chanel tote. The way that it is raining so hard today. Listen, my fur coats, all of my jackets that everybody used to make fun of me for getting because I lived in California, California weather is really living up to the vibes. So I'm very much enjoying wearing my furs and my leathers and my big heavy coats, because it is cold. Well, for us it's 50 degrees, and we're supposed to get, I think, like 6 to 8 inches of rain, I believe is what my husband just told me. Can you hear it? It's pouring. So I'm going to get an iced coffee first. I feel like this is such a freaking California thing to do. I'm going to get an iced coffee first from Phil's. I want to do my like iced rosé. Actually, I kind of want to do an iced and a hot. That's so stupid, Jillian. But I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna figure out if it's gonna be iced or hot when I get there. I feel like if I get a hot coffee, I'm only getting it because it's raining and it's not actually what I want. Shoot, hold on. I need to turn up the heat. I had the climate in my car at 62. This is not a go. Sync that baby up. Turn on this heat. Maybe once I warm up a little bit, I'll be, you know, wanting my iced coffee again. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get an iced coffee. And I haven't tried any other hot coffees there other than the mocha one that I got that time. So yeah, I decided also to return the Levi's that did not have a number on it, the ones that I didn't know what they were, just because I did like the way the 550s fit a little bit more, because those are 100% cotton. These have a little bit of stretch, and so I feel like I like the 550s. At any given point, I could turn them into shorts, I could turn them into a skirt. Like, I could work with those. I could actually work with these too, to be honest. But I have enough. Like, I don't need any extra jeans. I really want some that are just like tight though. So my size that I used to get before I like lost all of my weight that fit me perfect was a 36 in men's, and I think I need to get a 32 because these ones are a 34 and they're still big. So I'm gonna get a 32. A 33 would be ideal. That was so dumb, the way that car just flew out in front of traffic in this rain. Wow. A 32 is what I'm gonna get. I think a 33 though would be ideal, but we'll see. So I will keep you guys posted, but first we gotta get coffee and a snack. It is 1:30 and I still have not had coffee today. So we're gonna do that, and then we will head to the thrift. I really thought I had an umbrella in my trunk, and I was terribly, terribly mistaken. Lord.
On my old flame, watching my page, say they miss what I gave them. I'm doing fine now, I feel amazing, I'm out of their range. Keep them guessing when they ask about us. Don't give them no time, that's how we stay up.
How we up, but you stay down. Real from the app, gotta play out. Spend no time, wind down, what is takeout. And when I'm in them walls, you feel it in your bones. I've been on the road, this choke that I hold on your soul got me making up for days out. Got you singing tones till you laid out. It feel like what we on never fade out.
Fade out, fade out. I let it ride when I usually would've rolled out. Baby, say please and thank you, cause your love has stayed down. I leave the past in the past, that's all done now. Show a little appreciation, cause your love has stayed. You know,
Oh my gosh, that was quite a mission. Quite a mission. Okay, hold on. Got pretty pounded up in there. Okay, so I also tried a blueberry muffin this time. They looked really good. Here's the thing, I just realized I've done this now 3 times. The very first time I got the rosé iced coffee, I got it with almond milk. And then the next 2 times I forgot to tell them that. So I think that's why my stomach was a little bit upset, because I don't eat or drink milk like that. So, that muffin is it. Wow. Quite delicious. Okay. Let me turn up this heat. But now we're headed to the thrift. And I'm gonna go to the one by my house. This day is not giving, let's drive far. This muffin is bomb. We're at the thrift store. But before we go in, I wanted to tell you guys something. A couple nights ago, I had a dream. And in this dream, I was at this resort that had gambling, but it was also like a spa resort. And so I was standing in the lobby area, the main lobby area, and I saw a roulette table, and I was thinking to myself, like, wow, let me see if I could trade in some cash to play roulette, because I wanted to trade in some cash for chips to play roulette, because I like playing roulette. Roulette's fun. Like in real life, roulette is probably the only game that if I was at Vegas, I would play. And even then, I'm not really big on gambling. And for me, I'm not big on gambling because I feel like gambling is not a sure thing, whereas I could take my money and go spend it on something that I really want, and that's a sure thing, you know? So like, I struggle with the idea of like gambling a lot of money. Anyways, in the dream, I went into my bag and I got some cash, and I walked over to the bar in the dream, and I traded that cash in for chips to gamble. And when the bartender gave me those chips, she also handed me 4 ivory bars. Now, the ivory bars didn't cost me anything. It was the chips that I actually paid for, but the ivory bars were the things, those were freely given to me. And on those ivory bars, on each one, there was a word, and each word represented a promise of God. And so I had the ivory bars in one hand, and I had the poker chips in the other. But I was really intrigued by the ivory bars, because the ivory bars were the thing that was freely given to me, and the poker chips were the thing that I had to pay for. And so I thought to myself, like, wow, I could actually use the ivory bars and still trade in the poker chips and get all of my money back, because the ivory bars were freely given to me and the poker chips are something I had to pay for. And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna check out one of these ivory bars. I'm gonna see what this is about. And so I went to go check out one of the ivory bars, but first I needed to find my husband, because my husband was there with me. So I went to go find my husband and check out what these ivory bars were about. Long story short, in deciding to use one of the ivory bars instead, and in deciding not to go gamble, that ivory bar led me to revelation about something that was going on that I never would have known about if I had decided to go use the poker chips instead. The thing is, and the way that this is commonly presented in life or represented in life, is this. There are the things that are freely given to us. There are certain promises that God freely gives to us. And then there is the things that we try to do on our own will, which is like gambling. It's like gambling in the world. And so the point is, I chose to go for the revelation and the things that were freely given instead of gambling, because if I would have gone to try to gamble to see if I could double my money on my own, there was a high possibility that I would have lost my money, because you guys already know when it comes to gambling and the casinos and all of that, the house always wins. And so the world, when you try to gamble with the world always wins. But when you go with the thing that is freely given to you, the promises of God, that is a sure thing. And so in the dream, it was just very enlightening, interesting, and heartwarming all at the same time, to see that there are just things that are freely given to us that are so much better than trying to gamble and play with the world and do things on our own. And had I not chosen to go with the thing that was freely given, the revelation, there are things that I never would have known that I needed to know in order to get to the next step. So I say all that to say, I know that it can be very tempting to try to do things on your own strength and try to gamble and take chances based on what you feel the probability of you winning is. You see other people do it and it looks like they're winning, and it makes you feel like you want to go, do it yourself, try it for yourself, go see for yourself. But the thing is, we already have a sure thing, and everything does not require that you gamble. I mean, faith is believing in something that's not seen, right? But gambling is kind of like the perverted version of faith. That's what it is. Gambling is the perverted version of faith. You know that the devil tries to pervert everything that God creates, right? So if you're looking at faith and you're looking at gambling is the perverted version of faith. Faith is backed by God. Like, you can always have faith and trust and believe that God is going to do what he said, because God has promised us certain things and God will never fail you. But when you go and you try to gamble, the house always wins. The world always wins when it comes to that. So stay strong. Don't take unnecessary chances. Walk by faith, not by sight. And remember that gambling is dangerous. And when you gamble, there's always the higher possibility that the house will win. So I don't know why I was supposed to share that, but I do feel like that was for somebody. It was definitely for me. Whenever I see things and I get a revelation, my revelations are always for me and somebody else. So it's never one of those things where I see things and it's like, oh, that's not for me, that's for them. No, every time I see something, it's for me and them. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys because it was such an epiphany for me when I thought about all of the things that I tried to do on my own strength and all the things that I tried to do on my own and not bring God into it. And it's like, you have to learn to bring God into everything, every single decision. It's so important, because if you're not bringing God into the decision, you're gambling, and gambling is dangerous. So I'm going to finish my muffin and then we're going to get in here and hope that I can find some jeans that fit me. And I cannot believe I left my umbrella at home. I think my umbrella is hanging on my coat rack by the door, actually.